Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Grey Goo. We have an interesting 1v1 for you this evening with one of the top goo in the game, Mendel, and one of the top beta in the game, Szalami1, who I'm going to be calling Salami. Interestingly enough, Salami is choosing to place his initial reactor, in the 13. Very nice. Very nice. And let's see if Mendel tries to go for the middle, which is a very good spot for goo in this map. Pretty much the only really good spot for the go. A little dance going on here with that drover and that commando. The drover will never win, just as the commando will never win against a trident. And let's see, Mendel is very shortly going to scout. Oh my god, he didn't see it. He's gonna know something's up in a second, though. He sees that harvester. Yeah, he wants to see what's going down. I think that's very clever by Salami. He knows how to get the most out of these very simplified mechanics. Oh, what are you doing? Mendel, move here. Drover. Yeah, this is a very nice touch because it's going to produce harvesters automatically until we get that 13, regardless of how far it is. So he can build his extractor back here, and he's going air, which is devastating in this matchup. It's 4 more drovers coming out, trying to be a little aggressive. Mendel knows he's safe to go for the middle. Awesome, so he can take advantage of this to get health for his mother goo more quickly. Let's see, these drovers aren't going to be able to do too much, especially with this wall segment here. And we have enough. Very nice. We got that harvester before it got there, which is going to impact Salami's rate of income. And we have another factory, so he's going to be going mass commando, which is, again, something the goo hate dealing with. And, of course, this, what are they called, Stratus, is coming out to keep tabs on the location of the mothers. I think Salami is saving up. Oh, it's interesting. He's choosing this diagonal path. Almost got his second mother, which is effectively going to double his rate of income. Let's see, let's go to the units tab real quick. We have 7 commandos in that Stratus, of course, which, look at the view radius on that. It's the whole screen. Let's see what Salami does. So we've got those 2 mothers, in which Salami will be seeing very soon. And these 5 commandos are going to be more than a match for these 5 drovers, especially with this little split he's got going on here. He's, in fact, look, he's individually microing these units and building tower segments or wall segments as towers to wall these mothers in, which is kind of evil. That's just a visual artifact. There's nothing going on there. Okay, so we've got 2 small proteans. I think that's going to be necessary. Although it's going to be very, very hard to deal with these wall segments with. now Salami can just expand at his leisure because it's going to be virtually impossible for poor Mendel to break through this. Mendel knows what he's about, though. He's using these drovers very well to take out the non-walled commandos, and I think this mother is not going to sacrifice any hit points. This game takes patience, I'll tell you that much. Oh, very nice. Nope, Striders. I thought he was going to produce some anti-air to take out that Stratus, but that probably would not be that advisable. That's interesting. They're really banking up a lot of extra hit points this way. Tower creep, that's just evil. And of course, if you sell a building before it completes, you get the full cost that you've spent on it back. So, this is really, really not where you want to be as the goo. We have 3 mothers, but that's as many as he's going to be able to do without breaking this contain. Forcing another cell, but he's really going to have to go all in to take this out. We have our first expansion going down here, by Szalami. Mendel is literally up in a corner. And a small protein, yes. Not really much that can be done at this point by Mendel unless he commits all of his mothers to a frontal assault, which is going to be incredibly costly. More Striders coming out. 2 more pods of them, if you will. Pardon that yawn. And another tower with this creeping contain. I almost feel like this is not fair. I'm really, as a caster, I feel like I should try to be impartial, but I'm really voting for Mendel right now. This is a cheesy strategy, unfortunately. I'm not. I don't find this a lot of fun to watch. I think I might have to go anyway. I think my son may be waking up. Let's give it a sec to see if I hear any crying. Sorry if there's any static going on. I have kids and I've got to make sure that they're okay. Let's see. Nothing else really going on back here. In fact, Szalami has bankrupted himself. Okay, now we've got that full frontal assault that I was talking about with the mothers and the existing army. He may lose 1 or more mothers, but it's his only chance. Oh, he's just running right out of it. And this mother may just... Nope, she's going to go down. He's just running out of there. He's just picking up and moving. I think that's probably the best thing he could have done, honestly. These mothers are going to take some damage, and he's going to lose a significant portion of his army. No, in fact, he didn't even lose that much. If Szalami had actually walled completely in, things probably would have even gone better for him. Although I think those mothers may have still been able to walk over it, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's see what he does, because he could just continue building wall segments, but there's a lot of map. He's cut off about 1/6 of the map, maybe not even that much. This mother's losing some hit points, but she's doing so pretty valiantly. Let's see if Szalami's forced out of just building commandos now that Mendel is free. I wonder if that was the mapmaker's intent. That really feels like it almost was. This is this honeypot to catch the unwary. As humans can do something rather similar with their walls in this map. Making good use of those drovers and pulling back. I feel like I need to point out that Szalami sold that hangar after he built his first Stratus. He's not interested in air at this point and is trying to build an additional refinery and additional factory to keep up, and he's floating a ridiculous number of resources. He really needs to try to make something happen there. Got another factory, so his production's going crazy, and he's got a tank attachment. So he can produce Predators, which are a very strong anti-mother unit, as they can fire on the move. Let's check our structures tab. Let's see. Only 3 refineries, and there's an artillery attachment. Very interesting. No upgrades are being researched yet. That makes sense given the aggressive nature of the match. And those towers keep coming. He's taking advantage of those choke points. And unfortunately, Mendel does not see what's going on. And will not be able... no, he is in fact going to be able to stop this should he desire. He's going to be able to curtail this towering. Oh, or not. Look at all those commandos coming in. He may actually be able to stop this. There we go. Very nice. Very nice protein usage there to kill those commandos. And let's see, let's watch that last wall segment go down. Oh, it's being repaired. Very nice. So slowly but surely, this towering is at great cost being remedied. And I think at this point Szalami doesn't have a clear indication of how how many mothers his opponent has. In fact, we're pulling back that Stratus for now. It's very late for me, I'm sorry. And again, Szalami is floating a ridiculous amount of resources that really wouldn't fly in a game like StarCraft. You know, you're not supposed to be floating resources like this. We have our first Hailstorm coming out. That's going to complicate things. Mendel is very much on the defensive, and if we look at map control, he's far behind, and Goo typically aren't. So this aggressive play has really put him on the back foot, unfortunately. Just out of control production from Szalami. Still used to those wall segments, as evil as that strategy is, that slow creep with those wall segment towers. Looks like Mendel's going to be able to afford a additional mother. There we go. Now we have 5. The army really isn't that much in Szalami's favor, although those towers are going to make that hailstorm very hard to stop. Fortunately, it has a very slow projectile speed, but we're driving a big wedge down the middle of Mendel's forces. And Szalami is very good at what he does. Not giving Mendel an instant. Oh, very nice with those small Proteans, catching that hailstorm off guard. Very nice. Szalami has a very commanding position though still. Has good defenses right here in case he needs them. I don't think he's expanded anywhere. He's still pretty much confined to his base zone, but constant production. And let's double check. He has added an additional refinery. I think that's a factory actually. 7 factories right now, constantly producing an endless string of commandos. I think after that initial hailstorm, he stopped producing them, which I think is actually a very bad idea. I think even 3 or 4 of them would have made a very big difference. Let's check tech. Oh, the detonation pack upgrade. The bane of the Goo, it really is, unfortunately. There's no good solution for it. It's very good against Proteans and Striders and Drovers especially. It pretty much prohibits the use of Drovers. We've got a couple more hailstorms coming out and an additional refinery. So, yeah, this is not where Mendel wants to be. This is not what he wants to be faced with. Even this small force is incredibly formidable. It would take a miracle for Mendel to be able to come back from this. And we're going to see a significant reinforcement effect with the hailstorm damage, unfortunately. Oh wow, the mother manages to catch some of those army units. Attacking to that turret farm is just going to lose Mendel his army. And it's very hard to micro tier 1 Goo units as they don't have turrets and they turn fairly slowly. I think they need to tweak that detonation pack range. It's far too far. I've seen Striders exploding at a decent range, and I think that's... Oh, maybe it was hailstorms. Weather is making a very good account of itself. It actually managed to gain health, I think, as it went to attack. In fact, I think a frontal assault with several mothers would actually pay off in this case. Oh no, the commando of the detonation pack. He doesn't realize it because of the hailstorms. Oh, that's awful. Ugh, pardon me. This is one of the first matches I've seen that the loss cannot be definitely attributed to the loser's play. I think um, the outcome is fairly evident, unfortunately. Szalami's been in a dominant position this entire game. His economy is actually no. It's very interesting. Mendel has still managed to keep a higher economy, but these turret segments, the 1,000 hit points wall segments, there's nothing really Mendel can do beyond severely compromising the health of his mothers. I feel really bad for Mendel, and as always, Szalami is a medium hub. You don't often see that. It's mostly small hubs. As always, Szalami is at the top of his game. Mendel must be very frustrated right now. I think he just lost another mother. A very good game. Hard to watch as someone who prefers the goo, but very well played by Szalami, and